Welcome to the 2024 Upstart Venture Competition finale. Please welcome to the stage Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Rob Sabal.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rob Sabal, and I serve as the provost here at the Maryland Institute College of Art. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to the 9th annual Upstart Venture Competition. Upstart is a signature event at MICA. It's our chance to see how artists and designers envision the future, how they employ their critical insights about the world to identify a need or an opportunity, how they engage with creative problem solving as they develop a product or a service, and how they inspire others to collaborate with them. And this is a process called entrepreneurship. Since 2015, Upstart has served as an accelerator and a venture competition for MICA students and alumni, providing budding entrepreneurs with mentorship, industry expertise, community, and funding as they launch their entrepreneurial journeys. And previous Upstart winners have gone on to become leaders in their industries, bringing their visions to life. This year, we had 29 ventures apply to the program, and 8 ventures were selected to move forward, and it's these 8 innovators who are competing tonight for a portion of the $105,000 fund to launch their ventures and to become the next creative entrepreneurship leaders in their fields. MICA's commitment to creative entrepreneurship is amplified by the enthusiasm and the dedication of our generous donors. And on behalf of everyone here at MICA, and that includes the Board of Trustees, students, faculty, and staff, I'd like to convey our sincere gratitude to Carlene Cassidy, Chief Executive Officer, and James Wright, who serves as trustee of the Phillips E. and Carol R. Ratcliffe Foundation. We deeply appreciate your support and your commitment to creative entrepreneurship at MICA. Please join me in saluting our generous donors. Carlene and James and the Ratcliffe Foundation understand that art and design school students develop a unique set of skills and perspectives that can fuel a desire to change the world. The array of resources that they've provided allows MICA to give these students and alumni the tools of entrepreneurship, a method of channeling their passion into new ventures that enliven our communities. With the Ratcliffe Foundation's support, we've been able to infuse creative entrepreneurship throughout the college. The Ratcliffe Center for Creative Entrepreneurship catalyzed the Creative Entrepreneurship minor and the first year's Fellows program. And fellows learn about entrepreneurial pathways, skills, and vision building early in their MICA education, giving them opportunities to deepen and focus their aspirations during their time at the college. We're also thrilled to provide the faculty teaching grants for course revisions that integrate entrepreneurial education with studio learning, and the Enter In funds, which allow us to bring guest speakers to campus or to take students to visit successful entrepreneurs and their businesses. The Ratcliffe Center also offers co-curricular programs with real funding opportunities like this one, the Upstart competition, and also the Just Start competition. And there are internship experiences and other forms of hands-on learning for students and alumni that support their career growth either as freelance creatives or as entrepreneurs. Creative entrepreneurship thrives at MICA, as you'll see from the 8 students and alumni who stand ready to launch their entrepreneurial ventures.
Hi again. Good evening. Thank you so much, Rob, for kicking the evening off. My name is Aishwarya Chandrasekhar, and I'm the Associate Director of the Ratcliffe Center for Creative Entrepreneurship. And I'm super excited to welcome you to the 2024 Upstart Venture Competition finale. We have 8 finalists who will be pitching tonight to compete for a portion of $105,000 in award funds. Tonight is a culmination of over 6 months of hard work, if not more. The 8 finalists first advanced through a competitive first round of judging, and upon joining the Upstart cohort, they engaged in a 4-month accelerator program. The fellows engaged with mentors and industry experts to continue developing their business plan, solidifying their pitch, and building a network. While tonight might be the conclusion of their Upstart journey, it's just the beginning of their entrepreneurial adventure. MICA established the Ratcliffe Center for Creative Entrepreneurship in 2019 to expand MICA's educational mission to empower students to forge creative, purposeful lives and careers. Our work is made possible by a generous grant of $5 million from the Philip E. and Carol R. Ratcliffe Foundation. And it is with their support that we are able to complete our work at MICA and to provide these award seed funds tonight. Thank you so much to the Ratcliffe Foundation for your support. The Ratcliffe Center for Creative Entrepreneurship is a hub for MICA students and alumni to engage with programs that connect resources and training to grow creative ideas into viable businesses. And this is our team. The RCCE offers both curricular and co-curricular programming, providing opportunities for MICA students and alum to learn entrepreneurial skills, build the entrepreneurial mindset, gain hands-on experience, and launch their own ventures. Our programs include internships, coursework, funding opportunities, and one-on-one support for students and alum exploring and navigating entrepreneurial career paths. Before we get started with our pitches from our 8 finalists, I'd like to recognize some key partners of the Upstart competition. So I'd first like to recognize our round 1 judges who had the difficult task of vetting nearly 30 ventures down to our 8 finalists. I would also like to thank the Upstart Accelerator speakers who have shared their expert knowledge with the fellows throughout the Accelerator program and also have encouraged the fellows. A huge thank you to all of our Upstart mentors who've generously volunteered their time and expertise to guide the fellows by providing industry knowledge, feedback, material reviews, and more. And you'll know all of the little Upstart icons are Upstart alum who have volunteered their time to take the next cohort of entrepreneurs through this journey. I also want to express my deepest thanks to the round 2 judges for sharing your expertise, feedback, and support for the ventures. In preparation for the finale, the Upstart Fellows also joined 6 fellows from the Ratcliffe Environmental Entrepreneurship Fellowship Program at the Institute of Marine and Environmental Technology for a pitch and mix event, where the fellows had a chance to network and meet the other fellows, practice their pitches, and gain valuable feedback and insights on their businesses. And you can see a nice picture from the event. And with that, we have here our 8 Upstart finalists. Each of the finalists will have 3 minutes to pitch, and at the end of the 8 pitches, you'll have a chance to vote for the People's Choice Award. The winner of the People's Choice Award will receive $5,000 and a creative branding package created by our RCCE-led eStudio program. You can find the details to vote and log into the Wi-Fi in your program. So there's a little QR code that you can use, as well as the MICA Wi-Fi. Now, without further ado, I am super excited to hand it over to the stars of tonight's event, our 8 Upstart finalists. And first up, we have SharingCare.
Good evening. Let me introduce you to Allie. Her dad, once a sharp-minded psychologist, is navigating the end stage of dementia. Allie stepped in to care for her dad, managing doctors, medication, and chores, all while balancing her own family and needs. Her brother, Ben, wishes to help, but unsure how and where to begin. Now, Allie's daughter's graduation is just around the corner. Allie feels the weight of her responsibilities more acutely than ever. She is torn between caring her dad and being there for her daughter. Ellie is just one of these silent heroes balancing life, work, and caregiving. In the US alone, more than 50 million people are volunteering their time, energy, and love to care for their elderly family members for free. They constantly face burnout and feel trapped, unable to take a moment for themselves. These numbers are not just a statistic for us, it's a part of our story. I'm Banu Akman. Together with McCabe, I'm the co-founder of SharingCare. Our family's caregiving experiences inspired us to create a change. SharingCare is our solution, a mobile app designed to transform caregiving into a collective supported journey. Our app centralizes all essential caregiving information, simplifies and facilitates seamless coordination between caregivers. It provides caregivers the respite they desperately need. We are a unique team to launch SharingCare. Deb is leveraging her 15 years of experience in hospice marketing teams to create partnerships and forge community ties. And I'm a full-stack developer and designer, enabling precise innovation. Together, we address caregivers' needs in every feature we design. We are introducing SharingCare as a white label product to hospices across the Northeast to create a tangible caregiving solution. This initial step will establish the groundwork for our freemium model. Next, we will introduce our first paid premium tier for families. We will also offer this premium tier at a reduced rate through partnerships with large employers and unions to reach a broader user base. We are asking not just an investment, but a partnership in a cause that touches millions. A 29,000 seed fund from Upstart Competition will be a foundation for SharingCare. This boost will streamline our operations, accelerate our product development, and enhance our marketing efforts. It's a launchpad for a sustainable growth, enabling us for 350,000 in annual recruiting revenue by second year. With your support, SharingCare will move from prototype to a lifeline for family caregivers. It isn't just an investment in an app, it's an investment in compassion, in community, and in care.
Thank you so much, Banu. Next up, we have Jess Press.
Hello, we're Jess Press. We're an emerging risograph press and comic magazine publisher here in Baltimore.
Just as a quick primer, risography is a unique form of printing that works like a combination between screen printing and photocopying. It is low cost, eco-friendly, and able to print super bold fluorescent colors that other forms of print cannot replicate.
Here I have an image that I printed using risograph compared to the same exact file printed on a CMYK printer. And for all those reasons, it's extremely popular amongst illustrators, designers, music artists, photographers, activists, restaurants with seasonal menus, small businesses, advertisers, and independent comic artists. I'm Jess.
And I'm also Jess. The two of us met in 2019, freshman year, and have become close friends and collaborators ever since. We have been tabling together for over 2 years now, producing and selling our own works.
Our comics have been featured at conventions, stores, and galleries all across the United States, and together we've sold over 500 comics since the beginning of 2022. But there's a roadblock.
There aren't that many publicly accessible risographs in the city of Baltimore, and this number is even being generous since 3 of those 4 are only accessible to current MICA students.
This is happening at the same time as the comic book industry is facing what Forbes calls one of the worst years of censorship since the 1950s. This censorship disproportionately affects marginalized creators, leaving many talented artists with no way into the mainstream. According to recent statistics, less than 40% of all comic authors are female, and less than 25% of all comic authors are people of color.
And we hate this because we love marginalized creators and we love risography. So in order to address this, Jess Press is going to provide local riso print services as well as small publishing opportunities for creatives in our community with our upcoming annual publication, Sig Freaks Magazine.
We held a workshop in March to gauge public interest and collaborate with over 20 artists who then added to the first issue of Sick Freak magazine. We're requesting an investment of $35,000 to aid in our startup.
Our revenue will be made at tabling events across the nation,
Selling wholesale at retailers everywhere.
and expanding on our current opening library.
We'll stock standard issues for new readers with low budgets, as well as deluxe issues with full color printing and perfect bound edges for collectors, as well as merchandise like shirts, pins, and patches for our most devoted readers.
We will also have revenue coming in from our custom print orders, providing risograph and screen printing orders to creatives in the area. 73% of our requested investment will go towards equipment that will need to maintain our press. As a press, we are selling our expertise working with these specialty printers and bookbinding machines. 16% will go towards artist compensation for the first 3 issues of Sick Freaks magazine, and 10% will go towards unseen operating expenses, such as equipment maintenance and recurring ink and paper costs.
We plan to expand by opening digital subscriptions, exploring more tabling opportunities nationwide, and hosting biannual RESO education workshops with the plan to eventually open a storefront in the DMV area, as well as submissions to connect with even more artists. This venture would not be possible without your support. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Jess and Jess. Our next venture is the art of textile.
Hi, everyone. I'm Robert Stephenson. I'm an artist and an engineer. I combine those experiences to create something amazing, art made from discarded textile. The fashion industry creates mountains of waste that can be seen from space. For perspective, this image here is about 8 football fields long. One dump truck of textile waste is sent to a landfill every day. Per second. That's 72 million tons per year. And for perspective, that's 52 million cars stacked up per year in a landfill. We will run out of landfill space in 60 years. And only 25% of landfill materials can be recycled, and that is mostly plastic. While I was traveling through Africa, I saw the impact of textile waste on local villages. And I also saw the resourcefulness of creators who used that waste and created different things like art and materials. So that inspired the art of textile and its mission for transforming textile waste into home furnishings and also diverting 1 ton of textile waste per year from landfills. The solution starts off with collecting discarded textiles through our collection bins or buying it through our third-party vendors. And then we sort the textile by color. And finally, we use eco-friendly adhesives and air pressure to mold the textile into finished products, which you can see here. Our collection will be art, vases, and flowers made from denim. We'll have a tiered pricing model. And our margins are about 48%, because raw material is cheap. In 2022, we sold at 6 different vendor markets, and we made about $4,000, and we had a really good time. Our target audience is millennials and Gen Z eco-conscious consumers who demand social awareness, affordability, and eco-friendly practices. The DMV's eco-friendly home furnishings market is worth about $825,000, while the online market is actually worth about $11 billion using sites like Etsy and Wayfair. Both of our competitors are actually foreign companies, and that creates a great opportunity domestically for the art of textile. Our 1-year marketing strategy will be to focus on our Give and Get events, where our consumers can get exclusive discounts in exchange for their discarded garments. These events will educate and build trust with our customers, and we'll be able to break even in the first year. We are asking for $31,000. That is to purchase initial textiles from our secondhand wholesaler. That's to hire part-time labor here in Baltimore, and that's to secure a production space and to run our brand awareness and marketing campaign. Thank you for choosing the art of textile and helping us end textile waste.
Thank you so much, Ro. Our next venture is Strawbwycake Games.
Hi everyone, my name is Claudia Muscolino, founder of Strawbwycake Games, a gaming studio on a mission to make healing fun. As a senior at MICA studying illustration with a minor in game design, I spent over a decade honing my skills to develop my own games. Right now, it's just me. Right now, it's just me, wearing multiple hats from coding to storytelling. My debut game, The Lost Child, is an RPG that follows a boy battling PTSD. Traditional methods of addressing mental health often fall short. Did you know that 1 in 5 Americans are struggling with mental illness? That's a staggering 57.8 million people. Mental illness presents itself in multiple different ways. Schizophrenia is a rarity, but despite this, it receives the most negative attention in popular media. I'm changing this narrative. So who here loves gaming? In 2022, we had a whopping 212 million gamers in the United States, all different with their own unique interests. What I will be releasing is 4 versions of my game, ranging from a free demo to the full game as it's in development. There has been a lot of love and care put into this project, but I will require funding to finalize and release the game. Merchandising is a great way to advertise as well as generate another stream of revenue. We're talking prints, stickers, pins, shirts, you name it. Future games are on the horizon, but I'll need new gear and a crew to help me out. I can't do this alone. Solo game development is a marathon, not a sprint, which is why I've teamed up with a group of awesome game designers to help me out. To reach customers, I plan to drive online and offline marketing campaigns. And by consulting with mental health professionals and lawyers, I'll ensure that my game is both accurate and legally sound. In order to achieve all these goals, I'm asking for $35,225. Video games aren't just fun. They've been shown to improve mental health by reducing stress and anxiety, aiding problem-solving skills, creating social connections, and alleviating symptoms of depression. All of these games are examples of indie games that positively focus on mentally ill characters. With rave reviews, it's clear to see that these games are filling a need in the community for this type of content. Ever heard of cozy games? Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley? These games are designed to reduce stress. My goal is to blend serious topics with these cozy game vibes. By targeting different demographics with each game, I'll ensure that everyone is included. Strawbwycake Games is not just a gaming company, it is the future of healing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cloudy. Our next venture is Verse.
Hello, my name is Nolan. Verse is the fashion brand that specializes in leather kink accessories that are handcrafted to be long-lasting and versatile in styling. Our products are designed to be worn from day to night and layered however our clients desire. I founded Verse out of my passion for sewing and designing clothes. Studying fashion design in high school, my interest led me to gain experience tailoring suit jackets at English American clothiers. Following the trajectory of my passion, I applied to MICA. Now majoring in fiber and minoring in experimental fashion, I'm expected to graduate in May 2024. This led me to create Verse. Verse looks to address the amount of waste that fast fashion corporations produce by creating fashionable, genuine leather kink accessories that can be layered over top or underneath our clients' already existing wardrobes. Verse leather accessories can be worn in any way to highlight our clients' unique style. A large percentage of our clientele demographic are members of the LGBTQ community. We also project to appeal our products to members of the BDSM and punk communities. With Verse specializing in leather craftsmanship, our harnesses are popular accessories amongst the communities. As an online retailer marketing itself as Verse.com, Verse makes itself accessible to a large audience. Believing in versatility, we offer clients a wide range of sizes from small to extra large and in 4 color options. We maintain an inventory of about 16 harnesses in stock at all times that gets replenished as our merchandise is sold. Our harnesses have a sales price of $269 with production costs of $127.96. With these price points, Verse would make a profit of $141.04 per unit, reflecting a 110.22% markup and a 52.43% profit margin. When comparing our products to our competitors, ours are the best quality, we provide the most options at the most affordable prices. We find the balance between style and quality, making us stand out from others in the market. We are seeking $35,000 in investment from the Ratcliffe Center for Creative Entrepreneurship. This money would be used to invest in the necessary equipment and materials to produce our products more efficiently. Verse is based in Baltimore due to the untapped leather market, projecting to expand profits by creating complementary leather products, vending at local events, and hosting leather workshops in the area. Our sales trends are highest during June for Pride-related events, in addition to the end-of-the-year holiday shopping sprees. We project that year 2, quarter 3 will generate enough profit to break even with a request of $35,000 from the Ratcliffe Center. We aim to reframe our clients' relationship between clothing and accessories. By slowing down fashion and crafting a product that our customers lust for, we generate a more meaningful appreciation that our clients have for their products, all while ensuring you look your best. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jantzen. Our next venture is Dust Comics.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Justin Remo. I'm a printmaking senior here at MICA and the founder of Dust Comics. Dust is a science fiction graphic novel series that I have been writing, illustrating, and self-publishing since 2018. The story follows a group of medieval knights as they travel across a treacherous desert planet. For over 5 years now, I have been producing continuous installments of this exciting narrative. And as I reach the end of my time here at MICA, I plan to bring Dust to its full potential, not just as a comic series, but as a community-driven collective. I have always loved writing stories, ever since I was a kid, and it has always been a dream of mine to share them at a global scale. However, our Western comic industry has a frighteningly difficult barrier to entry. There are little to no professional resources for artists when first starting out. When I had to start making comics, I had to teach and reteach myself the fundamentals of producing quality work, an isolating and frustrating process. However, these experiences not only made me want to pursue a career in comics more, but to also create a better example of what their industry could look like. Through our journey with Dust, we have inspired younger artists through curated showcases, artist lectures, and collaborations with experienced comic professionals. We have maintained partnerships with libraries and bookstores across the East Coast. We have attended multiple independent comic ventures across the country, and through teaming up with different organizations like the Cartoonist Cooperative, we have implemented plenty of spaces for skill sharing and discussion. In 2022, Dust won second prize in the RCCE's Just Start competition, which created an initial funding for us to jumpstart our goals and begin building our team of talented creative artists. And as our community grows, we grow with it. We have already sold more than 500 copies of Dust alone through in-store sales and online, and our all-new Dust newsletter has more than 50 members and growing. Our target market is comprised of a reader-dedicated community of young adult and adult readers. Our revenue model is primarily focused on comic sales through both online and pop-up events, which we plan on attending more frequently upon the release of Dust's first full-length volume this coming summer. However, without your funding, we cannot properly and efficiently accomplish these ambitious goals or maintain this powerful momentum we sustained since the very beginning. So, to cover the cost of pre-launch marketing, pop-up expenses, creating high-quality graphic novels, and compensating the talented members of our artist team, we are asking for $23,094. This investment will not only ensure the best possible quality of our products, but will allow us to inspire a more collaborative and welcoming comic industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Justin. Our next venture will be Deadbeat Devil.
Take a moment to look around you, specifically the people around you. Everyone is wearing clothing. However, all these outfits and styles are different. Sorry. Clothing isn't just a necessity. It's a medium of self-expression and tied to our identities. Something that more and more consumers are beginning to value is where and how their clothes are made. The price of fashion isn't just to your wallet, but also to our planet. As an artist and entrepreneur, I've witnessed firsthand the staggering environmental toll of the fashion industry on our planet. Every year, millions of tons of textile waste are generated, contributing to pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. Fashion production emits the equivalent carbon footprint of the entire European Union. This unsustainable cycle not only harms the planet, but also perpetuates exploitation and inequality of workers within the industry. I'm Luka, the creator of Deadbeat, where sustainable fashion meets alternative aesthetics. Our upcycled, ethically made items help reduce waste and minimize environmental impact, allowing customers to make a positive contribution to the planet. Upcycling allows my company to turn fabrics and materials that have already been produced into wearable art. Each Deadbeat Devil piece is uniquely crafted, celebrating individuality and self-expression while defying mainstream fashion norms. Deadbeat Devil isn't just a brand, it's a movement towards mindful consumption and creative expression. Launched in 2022, when we reached $10,000 in sales, I knew this venture had the potential to be much more. At our last event, MICA Art Market, we were able to generate $1,500 in revenue. By repurposing found textiles and objects, we not only reduce waste, but also redefine fashion for the consumer shopping with a conscience. Our product line spans diverse clothing items, accessories, and statement pieces, crafted from reclaimed materials, each infused with creativity, personality, and sustainability. Current sales have come from pop-up shops and e-commerce. The best-selling product is the hand-crocheted star bag, which retails for $75 and has a profit margin of 48%. Because of the handcrafted nature of these bags, sales of this product are currently limited to the number that I can produce. These bags are crocheted, which cannot be replicated by a machine. Looking ahead, I'm excited to take Deadbeat Devil to the next level. With the support of $25,000 in funding, we'll invest in equipment, software, photography, and small batch manufacturing to scale our operations and reach new heights. But our vision extends beyond just profitability and growth. In 5 years, Deadbeat Devil will be more than just a brand, it'll be a movement. We'll have a small team of employees, a thriving online shop, and meaningful collaborations with like-minded brands and artists. Together, we'll redefine the fashion industry and make sustainable fashion accessible to all. Thank you for believing in the power of creativity, sustainability, and community. Together, we can change the world one garment at a time.
Thank you, Luka. And our last venture of the evening is Plexo.
Plexo. Hey everyone, my name is Anthony Culp. According to the TELUS Mental Health Index, published earlier this year, 1 in 3 people do not have trusted workplace relationships. These workers are 3 times as likely to report feeling isolated at work, and even more likely if they're under 40 years of age. In fact, socialization is the #1 reason why organizations still pay expensive rents and mortgages on physical office spaces, as shown by a recent study conducted by environmental psychologist Dr. Nigel Osland. Our solution to this is Plexo. Plexo is a physical play system of connectors that interfaces with Expo dry erase markers to turn them into building blocks. Plexo is designed to usher in friendly interactions at work through something as familiar as an Expo dry erase marker. Plexo fits in a competitive niche in the office accessory landscape. Our competition doesn't offer the creative, stimulating, and collaborative experience for play designed in the workspace the way that Plexo offers. Companies in the toy market are investing now more than ever in construction toy products. And the construction toy market is set to have a steady 6.6% compound annual growth rate from now until 2030. And there is room for Plexo to grow in the current construction toy climate, with the serviceable obtainable market here in Baltimore area being about $1.1 million. Our revenue model revolves around the sale of our Plexo kits for $20.99 at retail price. This leaves us with a 50% profit margin on Plexo kits sold to individuals. Furthermore, we will also be selling Plexo in bulk to organizations and retail entities at a 40% margin. I'm Anthony, and I am the founder and CEO of Plexo. My background in industrial design has allowed me to create products that exceed user expectations. And as our company grows, we will need to invest in talent to include engineering, marketing, and sales. And we have already received bulk pre-orders from Austin Peay University and the Walters Art Museum. Furthermore, Plexo is going to be featured in the Walters' weekly public art classes starting this fall. We have also received potential partnerships and resources from other organizations such as Miller Knoll. And on top of all of this, we have conducted over 30 interviews with people in our user group, and we have found from our research that 91% of these respondents would buy Plexo. Moving forward to sustain this momentum, we're going to need to commence manufacturing operations, continue the development of our product, market our product, and seek legal advice on how to move forward as a company. And altogether, we are asking for $28,985 to fulfill our pre-orders and further our venture. So join me in designing play with Plexo. Plexo!
So much, Anthony. Let's give one more round of applause for our 8 amazing ventures. Before we move into award announcements, I would like to introduce Carleen Cassidy, the Chief Executive Officer of the Ratcliffe Foundation, to share a few remarks.
Okay, vote for me. It is truly a pleasure to be here with all of you, and those presentations were awesome. You know, I think about, they were great, right? I think about, there's some folks here at MICA who had the opportunity to meet Carol Ratcliffe. I'm not sure anybody ever met Phil. But one of the things that made them extraordinary, if you met them on the street, they were just ordinary, humble. You would never know who they were or what they had accomplished in their lives. But they were creatives. They were makers. They had a home over on the eastern shore of Maryland and one down in Florida. And they had an entire garage dedicated to makerspace. So they made their own furniture and they repaired things. And Carol actually had a whole sewing room that she donated to another university down in Florida that has a creative arts center over there. They loved creatives. They would love the presentations that we just had a chance to hear. MICA's students, and we fund several pitch competitions. I will tell you, the MICA students year after year, you're the best storytellers. Just amazing. The passion oozed out of them, didn't it? I mean, to anyone that didn't feel what they were feeling for their businesses, so genuine, so creative, so passionate, yet they did such a great job of balancing what I'll call the essential business things, the data. They knew their demographics, they understood the market opportunities, they knew their pricing, they knew what the costs were gonna be, they understood what the voice of the customer was gonna look like and how they were gonna reach those potential customers. All of that combined into one really concise, persuasive pitch makes it really difficult on the judges to figure it out, and probably difficult for all of you to figure out who your People's Choice Award will be when you get that poll and you get to vote, which I would like to compliment Aisha for pivoting like in the moment and saying, we figured this out, we got this. I also want to just acknowledge the leadership at MICA for their commitment to this. As Rob mentioned earlier, the Ratcliffe Foundation has partnered with MICA for many, many years, and the second grant came as a result of what happened in the first grant. And so it's just continued to build, and I will tell you that you continue to exceed our expectations, the opportunities that are created for students, where we see those students going. You know, there's a few of your alumni friends here. I was just talking to Shelby. I saw Winston earlier. And I think about this place almost every day when I'm in the office because we commissioned our conference table from Sam Acuff, 2-Bolt Studio, who was a winner of the Upstart competition in 2020, maybe 2019. And we have some of your art in our offices. And so we love and appreciate the work that you all do, but we also appreciate the seriousness of an academic institution and for this to be a rigorous learning environment, but also one that is engaging and challenges people to get out of their comfort zone. And that is what I will say I saw today. A lot of people have ideas. Inherent in everyone is the capacity to make a difference in the world. It's just, who are those that actually have the courage to take that step, to take that idea, whether it's solving the pile of clothing articles that are in the landfill, or helping people with mental health through gaming, or providing an app so people can consolidate all of the caregiving tasks and medication sheets and schedules and all those things. Every one of our presenters tonight was solving a problem, and you could tell they cared genuinely about the world around them, and they cared about the humans that are now living in this world and all trying to live their best lives. So I thank them for being courageous, for being problem solvers, for bringing that, and for inspiring all of us to think a little bit differently. How many of you are sitting there thinking about, well, I got some jeans that haven't fit me in 10 years, but now I know what to do with them because they've just been hanging in my closet. So there's a place for those now. Finally, I want to acknowledge Stacy Stube, Aisha, and Joy for doing an amazing job. This team works tirelessly behind the scenes. This all looks seamless. Everything looks easy until maybe the pole falls apart, but in general, everything's calm, organized, the brochures, the programs, everything just looks awesome, the table setups, but that doesn't happen just with a snap of a finger. So I want to acknowledge that team for all of their hard work that they do. And that's it. I wish all of the participants success with their businesses. As I always say, this is just the beginning. And so whether they win funding or they don't win funding, as you saw, every one of them has a viable, creative entrepreneurship idea that they're going to move forward with. And I wish them all the best. And for those of you that are thinking about doing this next year, I'll look forward to seeing your presentations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carlene. We deeply appreciate your enthusiasm and support for creative entrepreneurship at MICA. And now it's the time that you've all been waiting for, the awards. The ventures were judged by a panel of round 2 judges on their pitch, their business plan, financial projections, and website. Let's find out which ventures will be receiving seed funding to launch. We will have time at the end to celebrate and take photos. And I would like to invite Carlene back out to be able to share the awards with the ventures. So I'm very excited to announce our first award, which will go to Plexo for $10,000.
Thank you so much. It's been amazing.
Yes. Yay! Congratulations, Anthony. Next up, we have First at $10,000. Congratulations, Jantzen. Next, we have Dust Comics at $20,000. Next up, we have Deadbeat Devil at $25,000. And our highest award-winning venture tonight is, give a little bit of second for anticipation. Maybe drum roll? Yeah. Jess Press at $35,000. Congratulations to all of the winning ventures that have received seed funding. You've done an amazing job. Let's give another round of applause.
Yeah, you're welcome. Great job.
At this time, I would like to have all of our finalists join us on stage. And let's give everyone a huge round of applause. I'd like to take a moment to celebrate the entire cohort and to celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit of all of their work that has gone into the last 6 months. Throughout the program, I've seen the ventures continuously iterate, navigate challenges, and deepen their knowledge of entrepreneurship and business while remaining committed to their mission, vision, and purpose. All of these are important components of what it means to be an entrepreneur. It's these skills and experiences that are going to enable you to take on the evolution of the entrepreneurial process. At the RCCE, we are here to support all 8 of our finalists as you continue on your journey. We are excited to work with every finalist and venture to utilize CINOV, the Creative Entrepreneurship and Innovation Lab, to host a launch event and for each venture to actually take the next step of bringing their idea to market. We are so thrilled for this opportunity tonight to celebrate the space in which creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship intersect. MICA is filled with artists and creatives who are visionaries. They're able to bring together their creative practice, ability to identify pressing problems, unique vision for how to solve them, and the passion to execute their vision, skills which both creatives and entrepreneurs have to hold close. It's through these artist-aligned entrepreneurial opportunities that the RCCE seeks to support our MICA students and alum as you go on to shape the world we live in. I am so proud of all of the 2024 Upstart Ventures, and I'm so excited to see where you take your ventures next. We are all cheering you on. You've got this. With that, let's give our winners and finalists a huge round of applause. So each venture has a table upstairs, so please be sure to check them out during the reception. They have their work displayed, and you'll have a chance to chat with each of the entrepreneurs. I also want to take a moment to extend my deepest appreciation to Human Being Productions and Andrew Copeland, our media support team. And thank you so much to MICA Events, Strategic Communications, Advancement, Parkhurst Dining, and especially my colleagues in the Ratcliffe Center for Creative Entrepreneurship and Career Development for helping put together today's event. And a special thank you to Joy Weems, Stacy Stube, and Ingrid Pine for your support. I'd also like to thank our RCCE program representatives who joined us earlier today to share their entrepreneurial experiences, Natalie and Addison Baldridge, Kushi Maradia, and Richard Sobin. And thank you again to our Upstart judges, mentors, speakers, industry advisors, and alumni and supporters for helping us cultivate the entrepreneurial spirit at MICA. We'd love for you to join us on the stage in a moment to celebrate and take some pictures with the cohort. And thank you so much to all of you for attending. We appreciate your support in our celebration of our Upstart cohort and creative entrepreneurship. I would like to hand it over back to Rob Sabal to provide some closing remarks. Thank you all.
Well, there's not much else to say, except thank you all so very much for coming. Congratulations to all of you, all of our finalists and our awardees. And don't forget, there were 30 people who came forward with ideas for ventures, and we should celebrate those folks as well, because they are testament to the rich ecosystem of entrepreneurship that exists in our community. We invite you to the reception outside to network with these folks, to learn more about their ventures, to network with each other, to have some light refreshments, but also to learn more about the Ratcliffe Center at some of the tables that are out in the atrium. Thank you so much for coming. Good night. We'll see you outside. And all our very, very best to our awardees tonight. Good night.